Hi all, it's Laura. I'm bringing you another What Sold on What Not video today. If you are new here, my name is Laura and I am a vintage reseller. I sell on platforms like Etsy, eBay, Depop, and whatnot. And I share my hauls with you and some of my sold videos, although my sold videos right now are primarily what sold on whatnot, just because that's easiest for me to do. So I'm going to go through some of my whatnot solds with you today. If you're not familiar with whatnot, whatnot is an auction-based live selling platform. So it's like watching a YouTube video, but also being able to bid on auctioned off clothing while watching the video. It's a really cool experience. I have links for it in this video if you ever feel like joining in on one for me or for anybody else. It's super fun. My selling style on whatnot is, not my selling style, my method is essentially sort of the quick nickel versus the slow dime, which is my Etsy, eBay kind of stuff. So I sell things at very low prices. Sometimes I get something getting bid up a little bit, sometimes not, most times not. But I am still building my audience. I've been noticing incremental increases in the number of items I sell, in the cost of the items that I sell. I felt like today's show was a little bit slower, but I was pleasantly surprised at my results. I really felt like if I hit over $100 for the day, I was gonna be lucky. I actually ended up making $221 in sales, so that's before fees and cost of goods. And I sold 17 items. So, you know, you can kind of do the math and figure out that that's not a ton of, it's not a very high dollar value per item. And of course, now I'm gonna look it up because I don't know. 221 divided by 17. So it's $13 per item. Some of those items I did sell for cheap, as you will see, for like $5 because I got them for cheap, like $1. But let's go through and see what I managed to do today. So the first customer purchased 2 items for me. They are a new customer. They have not bought from me previously. And let's see, number 23. Okay, so this hand-dyed slip. I got this from the attic haul. I dyed it purple. It came out beautifully. And this sold for, I can't remember if it was 5 or 10. Okay, this sold for $10. Rizzo's gonna walk across my thing. So, you know, Miss this cat, every time I do a what sold video for whatnot, she wants to walk across my table while I'm trying to fold inventory. So I got this for free. So the only costs involved for me were, of course, laundry, cost of the dye, whatever time it took me to do that. But it was fun. I enjoy dyeing things, and, you know, I look at whatnot essentially as kind of like buying the inventory that I list on eBay, Etsy, and Depop, okay? And so it works really well for that. And sometimes I do get profits for individual items. That's not necessarily an item that's profitable once you figure in my time and everything, but it still was fun to do. This cat's coming over here again. And then I sold this skirt, which I love. I've actually had this in a few whatnot shows already. I really love this skirt. I would have kept it, but it's a size extra small. It's just way too small on me. And I sold this for $20, which is decent. I forget how much I bought it for. I mean, I feel like it was under $5. I priced it at 20 because I really love it. Oh my God, this cat. Rizzo. I priced it at 20 because I loved it. I feel like it's a really special piece. And I don't know, it's not folding very nicely, but we're gonna get, Rizzo, please, miss, please. I need you to stay where you are. I cannot have you, no. Can you go look at the birds or something, please? Don't come over here. This cat is not going to be dissuaded. It's very frustrating. I don't know why. She does not care about being near me as far as I could tell, so I don't understand why she is so insistent on coming over here right now. Oh my God, here she comes regardless. She scares me, so there's only so much fighting with her that I'm willing to do. There's our first package. All right, that somewhere, I don't know where. next up is another person who is a new customer to me. So she bought a $5 item. It is the only item that she bought. I paid $1 for this. Whatnot's fees are, I think they're 8%, but then also they have a weird payment processing fee structure. So if somebody, every time somebody bids on something, because it's all live auction, they pay for the item at the time that they bid. So if you buy 10 things in a show, you're making 10 payments, okay? What that means is that they are taking, 10 payment processing fees. So for this $5 item, I would have paid whatever Whatnot's fee is, but then I'm also paying the PayPal fee of, it's not PayPal, but, basically, 30 cents per transaction, as well as like whatever 2.9%, I think, fee. So that's frustrating to have it work out that way, but I think they are making a change to that, because they were talking about, like right now, if I have a show at 10 in the morning and then I do another show at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, if one buyer buys things in both shows, they're going to count as 2 different shipments. I can't ship them together. If you buy 10 things in one show, all of those can be shipped together, but when you start splitting shows, they don't work it out that way. So they are making a change to that. So I don't know if that'll change the way that they're processing the payments as well. Hi Rizzo, I see you. Crazy cat. So we'll see. I'm getting bitten. All right, let's see. My next sale was from a regular buyer. She purchased 9 different items from me, and she spent a total of $110. Rizzo, can you please not? So let's see. What was really nice is that she bought several items from me that I've had in multiple shows now. So it was nice to get rid of those. So there's this. Let's see. So this sold for, stop please. This sold for $10. I don't remember what I paid for a lot of these because I got them a while back, but I'm backed up because now this cat is sitting here ready to eat me. I don't know if I've talked to y'all about Rizzo in the past. I mean, I'm sure I have. Rizzo was found in a parking lot. Should not have been there. It was clearly like dumped there and was very confused. We rescued her, and we have not been thanked for that at all. For a long time, she was pretty aggressive, and she seems to have like a PTSD response to a lot of things. So she's very like on guard all the time. She did have a psychotic little freak out episode at one point. She's making herself fucking comfortable over here. And we kind of managed to get through it. Like, I can see the very tiny incremental changes in her becoming more comfortable with me, but we can't let her be around the other cats. And so we sort of segregate them. So she gets some time out to run around every day, while we have the other cats sort of locked away. So she's out right now, but also she doesn't like a lot of activity. So sometimes when I'm doing things like this, like I'm pacing a lot, I think it gets her a little agitated. So right now she's laying on my little table here. If I try to fold things in front of her, she's going to get crankalicious. This is a tunic top that sold for $15. Don't remember what I paid for it, probably under $5. And it's really beautiful. It has some popped seams, which I think is why it has not sold previously. Also maybe just, nobody wanted it, but I think it's really beautiful. I held it off to the side. I was going to repair the seams, and eventually, after repairing the seams, like listed on Etsy or something, but we did not get there yet. So I keep offering up in Whatnot shows, and it finally sold today, so that was great. That sold for $15. Then we've got this top. I don't even know for sure if it's vintage. I sold it for $5. It was in my personal wardrobe. I got it, probably like 10 years ago now. And because it's missing a button, I don't know if it is actually vintage. It's definitely got kind of a vintage vibe to it, I think. But because of all that, I listed it for $5. I'm not wearing it anymore, so it's good to just get it out. And because it's not like a confirmed vintage thing, I don't feel comfortable trying to just sell it on one of my platforms. So this was easy to sell. This is a really cute little 80s eyelet lace Victorian style top. Let's see. I don't remember what I sold this for. What did we do? This went for $15, so that's also good. So let's see. I like to try and fold them up all pretty, but Rizzo is in my way. And she does not like being told what to do at all. Yesterday when she was running around, she broke something, and she was just being a cat like cats are, and she jumped up on a table where there was a lot of stuff and it just sent stuff flying, and I got irrationally more angry than the situation warranted, and I was like, Rizzo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what is wrong with you? And she did not like that at all. She got very making low growl kind of noises. Like, you could tell she felt very threatened. So it's that's the kind of thing that's like that PTSD response that I feel like she has. So I don't know what her previous situation was like, but it was definitely high strung apparently. This dress, I love this dress. I'm kind of sad that it sold before I could try and model it for Etsy or something. This is a Bebe dress, Bebe, stretch silk. Look at that lace. It's got that sort of front dips a little bit lower, right? So there's the back. It's just beautiful. It's got this lace panel back here. I love it. I love the whole thing so much. This sold for, I believe, $20. Yeah, it sold for $20. I'm happy. It's nice. So again, this was something, I forget how much this was. I listed this for $20 because I felt like it warranted the price. It's just a gorgeous dress, but I can't remember how much I paid for it. I mean, I'm sure it was definitely under 10. It was probably under 5, but probably in a haul video somewhere for you if you really need to know. But I am laying this dress across the back of this cat right now. Hi, I'm sorry. Don't bite me. Don't get me dead, please. Hi. Hello, ladybug. There we go. I like to try and fold things attractively so that they look nice in the package, but that's hard to do when there is a volatile kitty blocking your progress. Let's see. All right, what else do we have? Okay, so this blouse, we're still going to the same customer, 9 items. This she bought for $5. This was an attic haul blouse. So this one was pretty easy because it was I just washed it and then stuck it up on whatnot. So it's not a lot of work put into this. Not something I would have picked up at the thrift, but because I already had it, easy to list to whatnot. I was donating a lot of this stuff, but this one had a great color. It's silk, and it had some neat detail to the blouse. So it's got the world's biggest shoulder pads, so it won't fold really nicely, but that's okay. We are working on it. Oh, and then this jacket. I don't remember how much I paid for this originally. I feel like it was pretty low priced. Again, under 5. But it sold for $15, and it's a larger size. I suspect that this particular buyer is a reseller. She's buying, multiple items in a range of sizes. She may be buying for personal use, family, etc. I don't know. It's fine either way. If it is a reseller, it's nice for me because it's I'm finding really cool stuff. I'm able to move it quickly, and I'm still making a profit even though I'm selling at nice low prices. So, I know for sure that there are other resellers who purchase from me, and that is fine. It does make me feel like, if they're paying my prices for resale, they're probably are either paying higher prices at thrifts in their area, or they're not finding the type of vintage that I'm able to find. So, you know, it's a nice, it works out. Everybody's happy. All right, here's a slip. This was another, actually I might have bought this slip. It would have been cheap, like $2 or something like that. And I dyed it, obviously. And it sold for, let's see, $15. So it's really cool. I love that design. Little prairie, goth prairie kind of situation, something. When I dyed it the regular color, it didn't come out evenly, so I did that whole marbled looking situation, which I love. I love doing that. It's a lot of fun. All right, let's see. Next we have this little skirt. Again, I do not remember what I paid for it. Look how cute this is, though. I love the colors on that. It sold for $10. I feel like it was like $2 or something like that. Like it would have been really low priced if I sold it for 10. Super cute. It does have some incredibly light discolorations on it, which I did not see when I bought it. You know, it's one of those discolorations that in certain lights just doesn't show up very well. So, you know, sucks because I didn't notice it till I got home, but also it's not too bad for the customer because at least they're not stuck with some kind of discoloration that's easily noticeable. All right, now I have to put all this together in a way that fits nicely in this bag. Let's see. Without making this cat try to kill me. Hi, Biz. All right, let's see. I think she was my only like real big large number of items sale today. Everybody else was onesie twosies, which again is fine. I was very pleasantly surprised to see that I did 221. I really did, like I said, I really thought that it was going to be a very low dollar day. It felt very sort of slow. I didn't feel like people were really not making requests for things. You know, normally, at least in the beginning of the show, I have a lot of requests. People want me to run certain things, and I wasn't getting that today, and it was weird. So, but I'm happy with the way it came out, right? So, that's good. It's definitely not as good as last week. I don't know if I did a what sold video for you guys last week. Last week, I did, let me see. Let me tell you. It was like 400. It was over 400 last week. I know you no longer care right now. They're like, can you just keep doing what you're doing because this is, you know. Ice Cream Man is outside. Let's see. 20. Yeah, last week was really good. I did a total of $463 before my fees and everything. The total that was paid out to me was $400. So, and that was for 30 items. Let me see. I know that I did this last time. Let me see. 400. No, whatever. Yeah, so that was $13.33 per item. But again, like I have some $5 items in there and stuff. You know, I know that I sold one dress for $45 during that show, so that was really cool. So, you know, it's always a mix, but that was like, it's just nice to know that there's going to be like a $400 sales day one day during the week, you know, or a $200 sales day one day during the week, honestly. So, despite the fact that it is low dollar stuff for me often, Whatnot has been one of my most consistent sales platforms lately. All right, so next, oh, did she really just one thing, huh? Okay, that's cool. This shirt sold for a whopping $1. Yes, that was on purpose. It's a really cool shirt. It's like, why would you sell that for $1? Because it's ruined. It's got all these runs down the front, right? And so I don't consider it ruined like you can't wear it. I kept it myself for a long time. But I didn't wear it because it's polyester or nylon or something. It's too hot. I can't do it. So, you know, it's too cute to just like toss. So I figure, let me put it up for $1. you know, who knows? And so she bought it. It is a regular customer of mine, but it's the only thing she bought, which is fine. I know if it was me, I would, even though it's only $1, like I wouldn't want to, I'd want to like be using the shipping to purchase more things, but that's okay. I will be happy. Like in that instance, I'm just happy that that shirt gets to go to some kind of home where it's going to get worn or repurposed somehow, whatever. All right, so next up we have another single item purchase from an existing customer. This was a vested gentress skirt. Really cute. If y'all haven't seen the tags before, that's what it looks like. It's really adorable. It's kind of like sort of Lily Pulitzer-esque, sort of golf clothing, you know, for women. I think they did men's as well. They were a brand that was based out of either New Jersey or Pennsylvania. I can't remember. So I've found their pieces, you know, a few times in the past, multiple times. So it's really cute. This sold for, let's see, hi Biz, for, it's not going to tell me until I click on this thing over here, which is very annoying. $10. I think I paid like $2 or $2.50 for it. So that's cool. Over here out of the way. What do we have next? Wow, this is kind of a quickie. Besides all of my extraneous conversation. Hi, Biz. We're down to the last shipment. 3 items in one sale, also to an existing customer. Oh, getting bitten. She's very overstimulated. Okay, she bought 3 dresses. She has very good taste. So this dress sold, I think this sold for 10, maybe 15. It's a linen blend dress. Hold on one second and let me see. Hi Biz, you're okay. 15. I sold this for 15. This was part of the attic haul. So that's definitely, you know, a nice return. I forget if I soaked it or just washed it, whatever, did something. And it came out nice. I'm sorry, I'm off camera here, snapping the snaps closed, which I can't do in front of you because I'm getting bitten by this cat intermittently. Because she's overstimulated. Right, Riz? Yeah. I wonder if we lower you guys down. Maybe you'd have fun watching Rizzo. There she is. Look at that. It's going to be way too low. Right? There she is. Does anyone care? No. No. Let's see if we can anger this cat. Hi, business. She was named Rizzo, as you can imagine, after Rizzo from Greece, because we found our Rizzo. Now, see, I'm getting bitten. Thank you. We found our Rizzo in a parking lot. She was very ready to fight all the time, and she was in heat when we found her. Well, maybe not when we found her, but she was not spayed, and so she was going in and out of heat. So it just all seemed like a very appropriate name for her. Right, business? Yeah. Thank you. Please go over there so I can fold this dress. That would be a very big help, ma'am. Ma'am, it's not folding very nicely, probably because I've got interruptions occurring over here. All right. Pick y'all back up, because you don't need to be looking at my abdomen the whole time, right? Okay, so there's that dress. $15, attic haul, cool beans. Then I have this very adorable 60s little mod number. I feel like this was 20, but let's see. I don't remember. $20, yes. And so that's another hallmark of today's show, is there was 0 items that got bid up at all. Everything sold for my starting bid, which is okay. I mean, I list them with that starting bid price, knowing that that is frequently what happens. And, you know, I'm okay with that. Obviously, it's a goal to have them always get bid up more, but that doesn't always happen. This next one, oh, I love this next one, which is also our last item that sold today. It is a 1950s dress, and this sold for $30. I don't remember what oh, actually, I do. I paid $11 for this, so it was a little pricey for me, you know, but obviously worth it. I should say it's a little pricey for Whatnot, right? I listed it for $30 because I thought it was gorgeous. I was concerned that it wouldn't sell because it is an extra small size. But you know, I get this like notion that I have to list all bigger sizes because larger size vintage is hard to find and that's what people want. But the reality is that like there are extra small people out there also. So it's just as likely for me to have an extra small person in my show as it is for me to have a size 2X person in my show. So, you know, my little plastic bags here. So I stuck it in there. You know, like anyone else, I try to have a range of sizes available, but, you know, I also don't always find a range of sizes. I've been pretty fortunate recently in that I've been finding some, sorry, I need to get a different size bag here. What did I do with those bags? Yes, this is what I want. I've been finding some larger sized vintage pieces, but that's not normally the case for me. I don't normally find stuff much above a size large. So I've been pretty fortunate with, sorry, some of that happening recently. Oh, they're there. Okay. But, yeah, it's hard to do. I also admit I don't like the thrift store I shop in currently does have a plus size section, but I don't really go through the plus size section very well. The pieces I have been finding have not been in the plus size section. They've been in the regular section. When I go through the plus size section, it's just one row, and I do sort of scan stuff, because you know how like vintage pieces like the fabric or the print will stand out to you a little bit. So I'll scan it visually, but you know, I don't usually find stuff. And I get, I have sort of a short attention span when I'm out thrifting sometimes. Like if they've set up their rows in a color coordinated way, any of the solid color rows are hard for me, like all black, all white, even if it's like blue, green, etc. The black and white rows are really difficult for me to like just flip through it. I don't have the tolerance for it. And so the plus size rows tend to be like that as well. Mostly for me, not because visually it's hard, but because 90% of the time it's not stuff that I want to sell, and so it's tedious for me to look through, you know? But I don't know. I prefer it when everything is just sort of mixed up all together because I'm more likely to look at everything that way. But that's not what they do for me. Anyway, that is everything that I sold today. So 17 items, $221 before fees and before cost of goods. And am I getting rich off of Whatnot? No, but I'm paying some bills, and it's some consistency and it's movement. And honestly, I just have fun doing it. I feel like I tell you this every video that I do, but it's fun for me to do. I enjoy it. I enjoy the presentation. I enjoy the interaction of a live auction show, so I have a good time with it. And I am very slowly creeping up with my cost per item and my sales per show. So this was a little bit of a dip today, but that's okay. So that happens. I appreciate you all watching. I hope that you like, subscribe, all the comment, whatever, all those things. I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much.